Welcome everybody to this installment of CNC Workbench. This installment is about investigating array copy, two-sided machining, and how to create a folding box for our project, the router bit storage box. In this episode today, we will be talking about array copy, two-sided machining, finishing, project toolpathing. So sit back, enjoy yourself as we go to the shop to talk about tools and machining our project. I would like to thank our sponsors, KenCraft Company, the Woodworkers Candy Store, Next Wave Automation, the makers of the Shark and Piranha CNC machines, Crystalac Finishes, and Silverback Woodworking. Make sure you support all of these fine folks because they are the ones that make this possible. Now on with our project. Welcome everybody to the router bit box assembly. Here we're going to sit there and assemble our router box that we carved out already from our CNC machine. Before we started to start anything, some of the preliminary stuff I already did. I deburred all of my joints, and then I put tape on all of my joints so that when I go and fold them, if they do crack, I don't lose my orientation. So here we are. So the next thing we need to do is put glue on everything and then start folding it together. So we'll go ahead and we'll apply glue to all of our surfaces that are going to be joined together. So that's basically all these 45-degree surfaces are the ones that we're going to glue. So let's go ahead and put some glue on those. Remember, we got to put glue up on these too. And we'll take an acid brush and kind of spread things around a little bit so we get good coverage. And this will fold together just like a cardboard box does. And that's the whole idea of this, is to make our assembly that much easier. So just go ahead and spread your glue around. So we have adequate coverage in all the areas. Because you don't want any of your joints starved for glue. So that looks pretty good. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. The first way I usually do is I do this side here, and basically I'm going to fold it, and then we're going to fold it the other side, and what we'll do is we'll take a piece of tape, and we're going to put a piece of tape as our temporary clamp. That kind of holds it up in that position. You might want to take a little paper towel if you want and kind of get rid of some of the excess glue, transfer it somewhere else. It's just fine. Transfer it. And the next one I want to do is to come up. So go ahead and bring this one up, and then we will bring these two corners together at the same time. Okay, now that there I'll probably use a clamp for, and the reason being is to hold it together better. But put a piece of tape there to begin with to help my corners stay together. Masking tape sometimes will let loose, but I like using masking tape because it's not too aggressive. You get too aggressive with tape. I've used duct tape in the past, and what happens is it's so aggressive that it tears the grain when you go to take it off, which is not all that great. So I use masking tape and do the best that I can with it. And as long as you sit there and, do a good job with enough tape, it'll generally hold. You got like double thicknesses to it now. Okay, the last place I want to do is these areas here. So I'll take some glue from my overage. Make sure that all of my surfaces has got an adequate amount of glue on them. And then I'll probably put a clamp on there after I line up my seams with tape. That's pretty much where you want to be with this. Put some clamps on it, kind of draw everything together a little bit tighter. And I'm just looking to get these seams tight. That's all I'm really looking to do. Not really trying to suck it too far together. And then I'll put some clamps the other direction too, just to make sure that seam closes up pretty good. Really doesn't look too terrible bad. Put one more clamp in here to just kind of align this a little bit. For some reason it wants to be stubborn. That looks better. And the next thing I will do is I'll check it for how square it is. That's 13 1/16. 13 1/16, so we're right where we need to be. So we'll let that dry and then move on. So I'll see you when it dries. Okay guys, welcome to the drawer front assembly. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to put on our 1/4 inch bottom and our 2 triangular supports. And we're going to apply them to our drawer front. One of the things is, in order to get a nice little reveal on the bottom here, I have made a mark at 3/32 right here and 3/32 right here. That's so when I put my braces in, they're a little bit shy of the bottom of my front. So they're just a little bit shy of bottom of my front. And the reason I do that is so when I put the bottom on, there is a little bit of a reveal underneath this edge. At a later date, we'll paint whatever left of the reveal black so it doesn't really show up. So the first thing I want to do is get these diagonals put on. And I'm going to use, what I'm doing is I'm putting it to this mark and this edge. So what we're going to do is put a little bit of CA glue here. And then we'll put some accelerator down here. And we'll put the 2 pieces together. Same procedure. We'll put the CA on that piece, put a little accelerator down here, and then we will align the pieces. Now, we're going to put the bottom on, and essentially it's going to go on like this, right here. These are going to be pretty much even there, and again, we're going to put a little CA glue on these pieces here, accelerator on our bottom piece, and voila, everything will be fine. So let's put a little accelerator, or put a little CA glue here. We'll put a little bit down this edge here. And put some on this support here. And we will put our accelerator there, and we will basically center this on this face. And there's our front. It's all installed. And as you can see, we've got just a tad of a reveal right here. Right here we got a reveal. And what we'll do is we'll paint that black when we do the finishing. Now we have our insert, and our insert should fit nice and snug in here. Okay? And we'll set it all the way there. And now your box has a nice drawer with some pretty even gaps all the way around. And if you want to adjust the gaps a little bit, you can sand them down to match your opening. So that's all there is to doing the assembly of the drawer. When I get it all finished, I will actually super glue this insert into our drawer so it doesn't come out. But mine fits pretty snug right now, so it's not going to take a lot to hold it in place. Again, just put it in there, and when you got it in place, looks pretty decent. Okay, we'll put a little hand knob on it, and as far as that drawer is concerned, it's ready for finish. Okay, welcome everybody to the box finishing. We're going to put our finish on now, and so while you were away, I applied some wood grain filler. And now we're going to put on our polyurethane. So let's get it going. The first thing we're going to do is spray the bottom, and then we're going to spray the top. So first thing we're going to do is spray the bottom, then we'll flip it over and spray the top. So here we go. The secret here is just to do light coats. Okay, we'll let that dry for a while, give it a light sanding, and then put a few more coats on. See ya in a bit.